Buen días. ¿Cómo está? Español, para mí, no hablo mucho español, pero comunicación es posible para mí. Una en 5 personas en los Estados Unidos es latino, so español es importante, ¿no? Spanish is important. 1 in 5 people in the United States speak Spanish. So at some point, I need to brush up on my Spanish and be able to communicate with 1 in 5 people in the United States. We have the innate ability on the inside of us to communicate with every other human being, maybe not in their native language, but on the inside of us is the spirit of love, the same spirit that is on the inside of every other human being. And we do have that ability to speak to them even if we don't use words. Paul the Apostle said that he could become like the Romans to reach the Romans. He said to the Jews, I became a Jew, to the Romans, a Roman, to the free, free, to the bound, bound. And there's something on the inside of us that allows us to do just that in the spirit. I have a yard gecko in an aquarium across the room. I'll bring him and show you on camera sometime. But I love watching him change colors as he needs to. Well, we put some pinhead crickets in the cage with him, and he ran up on one of his sticks that I put in the aquarium and became the color of the stick. He became the same brown as the stick and was so still lying there that one of the crickets hopped up the stick and across his back, thinking he was part of the stick. We can change if we need to. You don't have to be so adamant about what you believe or what you think. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to wave your colors and your banners, and it's perfectly all right for you to identify with a certain set of beliefs or thoughts or doctrines or whatever it is. It's okay. But it's not that important that you establish what you believe. That's not more important than loving somebody else. And there's folks in your life that you're going to see today, you're going to hear from today, you're going to be able to post messages in front of today. And trust me, this is a reminder to myself. It's great to make a point, but there's something much more important than that. And that is that we show love to our fellow man, that we, and our fellow woman, I'm talking about mankind. It's important that we reach everyone within our reach with the one message that's everlasting and enduring, and that's the message of love. Love is older than time. Love was here before the earth was here. Love is the power and the energy and the source and the force of the universe. If your God is an old Jewish guy with a long white beard sitting on a chair in the sky somewhere out there, you need to upgrade or get the update. God is love. John knew that. In the beginning of John's ministry, he was religious and adamant, and he came to Jesus with his brother and he said, Jesus, we saw some folks that aren't preaching the gospel like we're preaching it, and we started to call down fire out of heaven on those guys. I wish Jesus had said, go ahead, let me see that fire from heaven trick, because they couldn't do it anyway. I love what Jesus said. He said, you don't know what manner of spirit you're of. It's never been the spirit of Jesus to burn anybody because they didn't believe exactly like he did. Interpret that and update your hell doctrines, please. But excuse me, but John, coffee. John, by the end of his ministry, he had mellowed out a little bit, and he was like, beloved, just let us love one another. Love is of God, and everyone that loves is born of God. He understood that God wasn't an overseer in the sky watching and rewarding and blessing and cursing, and he understood that God was love. I hope you understand that today. And I hope you understand that the love on the inside of you is meant to build bridges between you and the other people in your life, even if you're a different color, a different sexual orientation, a different political persuasion, a different race, a different origin of any type. There's a oneness that goes on between you and all people. Speak the language of the people in your life today. Even if you don't speak their native tongue, you can smile, you can hug, you can touch, you can bless, and you can make this world a much better place. This is River Rutherford, and I'm watching the sunrise on Lake Oconee. It's a beautiful day because love is alive.